Good morning. When I was in seminary and I was taking classes, I was always right in the front row of the classroom. And the reason why is because I didn't want to get distracted. I knew that if I was sitting in the back, I would see all the other people, doing different things and whatever, and I'd get distracted. I also knew that if I sat in the back, it would be a lot easier to get away with being distracted, right? I could just kind of do other things and maybe the teacher wouldn't see. So I sat in the front row, always. And the same thing when we would have, church in the morning. When we'd be in the chapel, I would always sit in either the first or the second row. And if I was sitting in the second row, it's only because there were other guys who would beat me to the first row. And again, I think it can be so easy to say, I'd rather just sit in the back, because then, I don't want to say we can be aloof, but it's almost like we don't have to be as checked in, right? My reason why I bring this up is there is this delightful kid. He's amazing. And at our Sunday liturgy, when we have Mass on Sundays, he will always come up to the front and he sits right there in the very, very, very front pew, right? And his family, they're sitting back further. He is right there in front. And he's just like looking, he's like beaming. He is so checked in. And it's amazing. And the thing that I love is that he's like, no, this is where I want to go. I want to be there. It's so beautiful to see that fervor, that excitement of saying, I don't want there to be anything in the way of distracting me. Now, please know, this is not in any way a criticism of people who sit in the back. If you sit in the back and you have your reasons for it, awesome, right? I'm simply sharing the way my mind works, right? And the way my heart works is I know that I can get distracted, right? So my takeaway from this whole thing is just, again, I'm not telling you sit in the front row. I'm not telling you sit in the back. I'm not telling you where to sit. But what I am saying is I encourage you today to ask yourself, what things do I allow to, maybe say space, not just to be distractions. What things do I allow to create a larger space between me and the Lord? And how is the Lord inviting me to draw closer to his heart rather than actually seeking to be further from his heart? It sounds strange to put it that way, but I think sometimes as we're seeking the Lord, as we're wanting to draw close to the Lord, that we can actually say, yep, I want to get close, but not too close. Right? That we almost, to some degree, we want the Lord in our lives, we want him there, but we want to keep that distance. That way we can have room for our things. Right? The Lord wants us to make our things his things. And the things that are our things to bring him into them, right? Not that all we have to do is pray all day and do nothing but pray and, things like that. But the things that we enjoy, to say, how can I bring the Lord into that? How in all things can I draw close to the Lord as I realize that he draws close to me. And he wants to get to know me for who I am. And he loves the things that I love, so long as they're good, right? And healthy and holy, right? So for everyone, this is going to mean something different. For everyone, the Lord's going to bring something different to mind. But I invite you to pray today and ask the Lord, today, what is the step that you want for me to take to grow closer to you? And tomorrow you can pray it again, and it might be going deeper on the same thing or continuing on the same thing. It might be something different, right? But every day to ask the Lord, whatever gap, whatever space there is between me and you, Lord, what step can I take today to close that gap? Close the gap today, one step at a time, go closer to the Lord, and I can't wait for you to experience the peace that it'll bring. Have an amazing day, and God bless you.